I'm here in Grand Rapids for the Take Root Conference with many sponsors, including the Farm Bureau, and we're here to make sure the legacy we've worked so hard to build can realistic transition to the rising and the next generation. Succession planning is so important because we have worked so hard to build something, and we really want another generation to continue it, family member or non-family member. So we've got a lot of work to do, and succession planning is what is going to allow the legacy of the land to continue. And for me, there's nothing more important than agriculture. It is our national security, not just food, feed, fiber, and fuel. Some of the top things that we have to work on to make the transition happen is first to realize we have to operate as a business, not just a family. And this means we love and honor our families so much we're going to do the business right. So we hire family members well, and then we also make sure there's money to pay the people there before you start bringing them in. We have to make sure that we have the conversations and we know how to deal with conflict. There are many things that build a business worthy of transitioning and tools to help them do that. One of the biggest pitfalls we have is the phrase, we're going to bring in the kids, or the kids want to come back to the farm. You know, that's entitlement, because transitioning a business has nothing to do with your name. It has a lot to do with the characteristics of the person to be worthy of labor and management and leadership. So a big pitfall is that we don't bring in the next generation correctly. To me, that means they have to have something to bring a value to the business. Second, they have to be needed. We have to know what it's going to cost the business. What is their expectation for money, and is that realistic? And then I want them to work for a non-family member for at least 2 to 3 years. There's about 30 lessons you learn that parents are not the best teachers of. Then I always ask them the last 2 questions, and that is, are you still living at home? And is your mama still doing your laundry? I do not want moms and dads bringing in sons and daughters. I want leaders and managers hiring really worthy employees, earning the right for management, leadership, and ownership. The best time to start this process is while the conversations begin, so that you know the purpose of what you're doing. Do you want the business to continue? And that needs to be stated. And then when do you plan to transition? And then to whom? So you begin the conversational process at a very young stage. You're vetting the fire in the belly to see who really wants to be here, making sure they have education to support that, and then you hire them well, because it's hard to fire a family member. The people who came certainly invested of their time. They took a lot of notes. We had a lot of discussion and interaction, and there was a lot of laughter. But probably one of the most important things that they will take home is I asked them to write down the name of a person who's going to be in charge of continuing this process. They don't have to do all the work, but I will tell you a little hint. It's usually the mom, because she's the one not sleeping at night, trying to keep peace in the family, and she will get the work done. But you have to give her permission to make sure the process continues, and that includes making sure you have the right advisors, making sure you get the tools in place, making sure you have morning huddles so you're all working at the same thing, you know what people are doing, to make sure you have those monthly management meetings so people are included, and then to make sure that you stay legal, that you've got those annual meetings. We need someone in charge of the process.
From dawn till dusk, Ford trucks are with you every mile of the way. And we'd like to say thank you, Farm Bureau, for your partnership and support to help make Ford F-Series the best-selling pickup in America once again.